Fire, what you saying?
Yes, fire key. Give thanks to life, fire.
We are here on the early recording here, Ballhead and the Dread. We give thanks for everyone tuning in from those times till now. I have to remind the people, hey man, make sure you stay tuned. I Never Knew TV. We have a what do you want to call it? A star-studded guest list coming up soon. A very powerful reason. So make sure you check it out. Also, Far Right, tell the people about the documentary there.
Yes, I the Cure My Pain Marijuana documentary out now,
No, big time, and that is in the description. Far Right, what we're reasoning about today?
Well, today we are reason about the Bob Marley movie, and sometimes our movies like these tend to set a precedence and can maintain a legacy even more than a documentary per se. Cause I don't know, a certain type of people alone listen documentary because of the connotation it come with it, and a lot of people are really interested in learning the way. So as a movie, and I'm really excited about it. For system, I'm not gonna tell no lie to no one still. So yes,
All right, so everybody, I was like a little kid. I can't tell you what movie. We spoke about it too previously, but you said the same. Yeah, you shared the same sentiments in regards to. I can't remember what movie I was so excited for in regards to coming out. I think the last one was probably something called Sunset Park because I was in a basketball vibe, and there was a Martin movie called Run Till That. I don't know if people remember that one. It was like a stand-up thing, but I'm excited for the movie. I can't wait. I have to be patient. It's coming out 2024. And I want to say that the movie's on the heights. Respect a lot of Jamaican actors in it, which I was happy to see. They didn't put out the whole cast, but the cast they did put out Savannah, the sweet singer there. That she had about 3 albums. She was with Protege in them for a while. I think she's not with him anymore. Respect to the great Hector Lewis, right? Hector Lewis is in there. Naomi Cohen is in there. I think she's playing Marcia Griffiths. Aston Barrett Jr. I think that's super dope. He gets to play his old pops. The great actor Sheldon Shepard and Everaldo. I believe Everaldo's in there as Lee Scratch Perry. They didn't put it in the cast. It seemed like they didn't fully put the cast up yet, but I'm pretty sure Everaldo. It's a next legendary Jamaican actor. He's always in music videos and all plays. But oh, the main act.
Sheldon Shepherd.
No, I call it Sheldon Shepard. It's a next brethren. He's like in Busy Signal videos and Vibes Cartel videos. That brethren. And the main the person that's playing Bob Marley, Kingsley Ben Adair. Hope I said it properly. One English. A lot of British actors in there too. I wasn't shocked about that. I'm just glad that they have Jamaican actors in there to carry that essence, to carry that energy. Also, people who are musicians, that play the part of musicians. And as I said, great actors like Sheldon Shepard. Great movie, Fire. I think this is the greatest thing for reggae and brand Jamaica right now because people probably don't want to hear it, but reggae needs a shot in, in the arm, right? They need a little shot. I'm not going to say it needs reviving, but it does need a shot of inspiration. And as you stated earlier, because it's a hey, it is what it is. A lot of people don't like documentaries. It is what it is. I don't know if it's the academic format. They're not into documentaries, even though there have been numerous documentaries, some good, some not too good, about Bob Marley. This movie here, not saying people don't know about Marley, but a lot more people will know about Marley. And I think the coolest part about it is the exposure you'll have to a new generation. I had this argument with people all the time who's more famous, Bob Marley or Michael Jackson. Has a different opinion, right? But I think this one here will put Bob Marley on the heights from the trailer. As I said, it's just a trailer. And I don't know because I'm such a fan. I'm so excited about it. And it's not the fan of Bob Marley, it's the fan of Jamaica because a lot of times I was concerned with a Bob Marley documentary being more a low budget vibe. And the fact that this is a full blown production and it's going to be in theaters. In regards to the story, from what I see from the trailer, it seems like they do touch on the whole economic, social, political aspects. Seems like they're trying to show the duality of the man. You get what I'm saying? The revolutionary aspect, the insecurity, the manhood of the man, because Bob Marley has been put to a deity figure, and sometimes we have to show people as a man and the strength, the growth of the music. I'm pretty sure they're gonna highlight Rastafari. I hope they have people like Mortimer Plano in there for a little bit to show the energy that he has. But more than anything, Fari, I am super excited about exposure to a new generation, and not that it needs reviving, but maybe a whole new interest in Bob Marley and reggae music. And more than anything, Farai, I have the hope that this documentary will inspire a new generation of reggae artists to really deal with it on the heights and see the power of the music. And also reggae artists that are there, hopefully it could give them more inspiration to tap into themselves and kind of stand firm. Because I think the whole capitalism vibe and this whole globalization has distracted reggae art. Because reggae is not a normal genre; it's a unique genre, right? It has kind of shifted their mind frame from the essence of reggae, and they don't understand the power of the music. Not saying a man not supposed to get profit, but at the same token, I think the sole focus is on profit and not getting a message out there that will inspire and transform lives. You know?
I really thought they talk for you because see, no youth no overstand this enough for you. Them always feel like so them have to change themselves in order for gain financial wealth. And them no overstand say Bob Marley is like the perfect example. I know there's only criticism all the time and that expected. You see what I say? But Bob Marley is a true definition of a man who stay true to him core values and stay true to him core beliefs, and yet still him still benefit from the blessing. You see, when you maintain your whole morality, there's a different type of blessing will flow within, because I know more people again them can mention the machine and Chris Blackwell and all of these different things, but we are talking about the overarching picture, because the Tough Gang is almost a fundamentalist Rastafari hygiene still, it's not a hygiene way where sometime Rastafari, him not hide that no way, because he's a man where when you see him, I tell about 12 tribes and him I tell about Rastafari liberty, and it's a thing where propel him same way, and him never leave that old time mission regardless of what, whether the time is up, whether the time is down. Him keep Rastafari steadfast on the mission. So it's a thing where it really come and show you, say, you don't have to kind of sell out in a sense where okay, I don't need to, let me push Rastafari to the back for a second so I can go earn some money, or let me try this different thing over there. No, you can be proud of who you are and know, say, if you are a Rastafari to the core, you don't need to pretend like this amongst corporate people, and then you come back around and say pretending like you're a grassroots youth, because the Tough Gang them never really left the grassroots at all, and yet still maintain that financial power to keep him thing going. So that I feel like that's one of the core things them where concepts them where me take from it, and it said that alone say a lot for Wally for the youth them.
And also his approach to finances, in a sense, it wasn't an individualism, it was a collective, because there are many projects he was working on prior to his death. Even the amount of support he gave to the organization, he was a member of the 12 tribes. So he had a different perspective on finances. And I want to be clear, it's not like the man never wanted money. So I think sometimes we struggle with that, because either you're on the battlefield and it's like you're supposed to be broke. I don't know where that correlation came from, or you're doing the work and you're not supposed to be compensated. That's a big thing, because if you are out there working amongst people and doing things, they don't expect you're supposed to be compensated like you don't have a life to live. But at the same token, buying, we're about to buy the TV station or something, or the radio station. What was in the process of buying? TVJ? Like Jamaica
Yeah,
Broadcast?
TV station I deal with,
Yeah,
and then they
TV
have the
station.
media, the newspaper with them, they don't want to come out with too.
Yeah, the whole newspaper in regards to the whole, because he understood the power of the media and the whole propaganda and putting out a certain message. So I think people need to have a strategy with their finances. The finances is just not for you to accumulate things and buy high price things, but it should be utilized for the benefit of everyone. And I think this idea that you shouldn't have if you're doing the work, you shouldn't have finances is I don't know where that came from. Another thing I want to talk about, Farai, is how much it would benefit brand Jamaica. Now, tourism is up in Jamaica, crime is up also, and there are other many social ills. But I think by this movie, once again, it'll bring Not to say Jamaica's struggling in the tourist industry, right? But it'll bring a new whole population of people with an interest in Jamaica. Remember, it's propaganda at the end of the day. You know how people get caught up in the rap shit. They're gonna see the movie, then the man gonna wear his red, gold, and green tan for about a week. He gonna buy one Rasta belt. He gonna listen to some burning herb. If you don't burn herb, he gonna smoke a little herb. I mean, burning spirit. If you don't burn herb, you probably try some herb for a little bit and get in that spirit. Then you have those who take it a little further and say, yo, let me go to Jamaica. Let me go down there and check out the vibe. So I think that um it will help Jamaica tremendously for a duration of time too. I don't think it's gonna be no hype thing. That just I think Jamaica get a good run for 5 to 10 years off of this movie if they deal with it properly. You know, and I think I'm not sure the strategy. I don't have too much confidence in the government, so I don't I don't know what entities would come in place to benefit off of this, but there will be the country will get positive exposure. Put it like that. The country will get positive exposure. I'm not sure how deep they delve into the history. I haven't seen the movie, obviously. I'm not sure how deep they delve into Rastafari. Also, I think Rastafari benefit tremendously from it. Also, I know people fight it down, as you said, and say, well, it's a 12 drive thing and it's a Jesus Christ thing at the end of the day, right? But Fari, you want to say something on that?
Yeah, all right. Me really, me like how you touch that because that's something I'm really the one reason about too. All right. Let me make sure we're very vivid on this particular part, right? So the first notable thing that I can see coming from this in regards to a lot of far right ones is them are go find the excuse of that is say Paramount and Hollywood, so to speak, create a movie, right? And then right after that, there is no credibility will come towards the movie or anything of that essence because you know what the whole mentality is. We from a Hollywood that put it forward, we don't want nothing to do with it. And you don't know them. Some probably have the whole conspiracy against come and say some white man behind the scenes and them shoot it and it's not really a Bob Marley. Bob Marley, them own the rights and all of these things. Yeah, yeah, we overstand this picture, but me keep on until the ones them say we want what people them for say beyond that. You see me I say, especially me I talk to the Rastafari hydrants and cisterns them, because I don't know, we live the liberty, so we can talk to them. More the ones them to see beyond just this concept of always a white man or a Hollywood or anything. Remember says the message, and the Rastafari is being propelled to the world, so people can understand what Rastafari liberty is, or a man stay steadfast within Rastafari liberty and still strive, because Rastafari imagery, Rastafari message, Rastafari sounds, and Rastafari works is all over this concept. So you see, as we as Rastafari ones, one thing we never really learn to do the right way is to overstand like them call intellectual property, and overstand how we develop from that and how we use propaganda as a thing for push forward. So I think that is the more message where Rastafari agents and systems supposed to take out it, as opposed to looking at these type of things as a negative. Because you see, if we learn how to use propaganda towards we benefit, then we will strive and we start learn how to add the economic prowess to the thing. And once you add the economic prowess to the thing, that's when this real strength come in, because there can be no powerful movement without an economical development towards it. As a Rastafari agent and system have really kind of see the overarching picture. Remember, that's not by the trailer alone, man. I just say we don't really know what the movies contain fully, but by even the trailer yesterday, man, I'm sure you say the tough can get shot. And through the man, they deal with the revolutionary work. Same way, the man they still want to do a peace concert for make people see the true powers and powers. You see what I say? And then when the one them say, we want to start from the beginning. You see me I say? And at the beginning, really want to start from the same thing me grew up. I hear the Naya being gay. I train them. I hear even the Bobo. I train them, and 12 tribe. I train them. Same way I say. We have to start from the beginning, because Rastafari was there from the beginning. Something very interesting. We talked about this to fire. I got a museum yesterday. And in the museum, when I seen at the museum, I have to laugh. I see a calabash in the museum. So it just goes, you see, these are things that we talk about all the time, The man have a calabash in the museum as this ancient artifact. And when me look on that, me looking at my bag. In my very bag, there is a calabash of me. I will come and drink out and I eat out. It just goes to show A Rasta people, me see, I've Calabash day in day out, so it show me it's a Rastafari ancient people, and then there's so much other people who have benefit off a Rastafari. But because we sit down and complain about who benefiting off a Rastafari movement, we just stall and stuck and spend 100 years a complain about who are benefit, not realizing, say, see the real Rastafari writers are living and breathing people in love with the concept of Rastafari. So how the real Fari them are going to say, how them are going to take that further and advance that further and capitalize off of that using the same propaganda aspect.
And Fari, what I've learned over the years through my interaction is that there's a mixture of infighting, which is terrible. I was shocked at the amount of infighting that goes on, but also short-sightedness, right? So you speak about the propaganda, and there are different perspectives, different ways to look at something. So say we have this movie, and as you stated, we already know fire gonna burn. Some people gonna burn it out. They're gonna criticize the Marley family for not doing this. They're gonna say Paramount, white man this. But they're not focusing on how this movie is gonna inspire others to rise up, Black people to do great things, and people benefit long term for generations to come. And I think that's the biggest downfall in the sense that, as you said, while they're arguing and talking and doing nothing, right? They're not seeing, they don't see, it's so one sided with certain things. And I think we have to look at things from different perspectives. Yes, there's a negative side and there's a positive side to it. And also, too, um, we struggle with seeing how our works will benefit the next generation. We want to see all the benefits for what we do in our time, and that's just not the case. I know that's a capitalistic vibe in a sense that I have to get the profit right now, but a lot of things that we do, we won't see the benefit from. And that's how I approach the work that I do. Fire, we give thanks for anything that comes in this time and space. But I know that the things that we put out and do will benefit people long term and help people do great things in the future. And I think that's the glory in it. It's like if I don't benefit from it, there's no benefit from it. That's really the mind frame, Fire. If I personally don't benefit from this thing, there's no benefit from it. How much people the gang the gang? I ain't talking about no Rastafari, just people in general to go do something with themselves. I have a certain consciousness. How much people this man inspired? So if the gang say, certain business not going away and just throw this to the side, I'm not going to deal with this show. A certain little vibes. Because the gang is a great story, not only of resilience, but regards to growth. Because remember, the Bridget went through many trying times in his life from early. How much record companies they set up, how many things the wickedest thing when it's one Bridget called the Russell. He said he keep getting to the finish line, but they keep moving. They keep said he keep getting to the finish line, fire, but they keep moving.
I know the race can done.
They keep moving. I go like the gang life because people pick up his tunes, he writing for people, and it's just like you figure you gonna get the break, right? You experience that, you do something, you figure that's the break, and it don't happen, yeah. You just got to dust yourself off and go again. And people don't even pre how much turmoil this man had to go through when I don't know the breakdown, right? But just as an outside observer, there are many tough times, but I think a tough time is when the Wailers broke up, man. Because you get the break now, right? You get Catch a Fire and you get Burning. Then now you don't have a band again. And you got to come back out with Bob Marley and the Wailers. And basically the whole time you've been amongst these people making music, creating melodies. Was that 1974, 1975, 1976? When Naughty Dre came out. That's a big.
But the one say it in a talking blues. Say it. Him tell him feel. The man tell him feel. If people can listen to I think that compilation, I was weird as I don't think it's not an album where Gang himself did do when him alive certain way, but I think that album come out afterwards and then put the talking them in between the whole thing. And the man tell how him feel, the man expressing full emotion, what that exact thing where they I talk about pan the thing, Well, I think I like the fourth interval, and one man tell us say in a theme struggles the whole time. All him a meditate say him want to make things up. Because the man tell us say after when time Ziggy want go school, the man tell you when Ziggy want go school, I think me can go look for a guy and tell Ziggy said daddy did get a chance and never take it. And that the man express himself and then the man say after them a chat so long, you know. And for no say the thing reached the way that him feel that way about at the full of the day. And him even hear the man say him even hear people are call him capitalist and him have to look on himself and say call me capitalist. A man where sweating all my shoes. That man saying that the man say, and a me we want to set my thing a legacy for my youth and let in so much people. I mean not even live my life for myself. And that the man say what I'm out in the fire. But the same experience we talk about it.
And fire, I want to keep things in context for people listening, right? They have to remember the Rastafari back then, they weren't really preparing for any long-term life. They thought they were going back to Zion or going somewhere. So they weren't too into financial preparation. So I think that kind of fueled their mind frame. So for you to kind of have a sense of a future financially at all or invest in that, I guess you would be seen as a capitalist or a sellout or that type of vibe, you know? And I think, I don't know, things evolve, right? I'm not trying to make this about no theological study or Rastafari, but the gist of the bridging is that there are many life lessons to learn from the God, you know? And it's a duality, it's a complicated person. We're all complicated, but I believe the more brilliant you are, the more complicated you are. And being
No, easy fox.
and being that was a brilliant man, Fire, he's a complicated individual. So you can't just look at it and judge it and say boom, boom, boom. You got to take your time and analyze it. And you yourself as an outsider may never understand it. But I would be very, I would avoid certain criticism and comments of the man without delving into his history and analyzing and trying to see things from his perspective. Because as I stated before, humans are complicated creatures, right? And the more brilliant you are, the more complicated you are. Because your brain is working at such a frequency, you have a lot going on, more than the average person. And this brethren here have a lot going on upstairs, fighting, and see things that you can't see and experience things that you can't experience and analyze stuff from a perspective that you would never see. So I just want to put that out there on the bridging, right? I can't wait. As I said, I'm like a little kid because from out, hey, Farah, you know, I grew up on a tape called Heartland Reggae, One Love Peace concert. People will watch cartoons. I will watch that 24/7. I can tell you the exact running order of the thing. Start off with Jacob Miller singing Peace Treaty with Inner Circle. And like all the political people from those times come on, Bucky Marshall and all that, and Claudia Mossa. Then I think it cut to R.D. Brown with them, Jaja. Then you have Judy Mowat. That's not the order, but you have Judy Mowat on there. Black Woman. You have U-Roy, Natty Dread. You have Peter Tosh. A couple of scenes with Peter Tosh. I think the show there was in Trelawney. Jump back to Jacob Miller, Big Strike with the spliff. Cut to the gong. First gong tune I think was Natty Dread. Then they did Trenchtown. Then they did something else. I know it ended off with Jamming. Then he did Ja Live at the end. Who else was on there? All right. Junior Tucker, Enjoy Yourself. I think that's about it that was on there. Great concert, by the way, too, even though they didn't make the tape. Big U, in my opinion, between Big U and Peter Tosh had like the best performance at that concert. The audio was on line, crazy fire. You ever listen to that, Far? It's a crazy performance, yo.
Yeah,
with
man,
Jin
I
and
listen
them.
to it, man. Yeah,
And
man.
you know that's a crazy performance, tell you the truth. And he said through some little mix up, he didn't make it on the actual tape, but crazy performance. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I can't wait. I'll be there first. Probably see it noon the day I come out fight with my flag. I'm gonna hold it up though. I hold it up with my flag the whole time watching the thing, waving it in the place show. Because as a kid, you always wanted to see a Bob Marley movie. You know, just been documentaries and like, man, it's a vibe, you know, and I'm glad that, you know, it's people like Jamaican people to see, like, you know, especially the singers also. I think that's pretty cool. And um I didn't know some of the singers were so talented. You know, like I didn't know she can act. I didn't even know. I know Hector is such a talented person. I'm not shocked that Hector, tell you the truth. I ain't even gonna lie to you about that because the Bridget is so talented. But I'm just glad they have like a lot of Jamaican actors in there. Um and the British actors, fire come like they got the thing on lock, yo, because everything I see is British actors, man. Especially with like Lee Black Rose lately. It's
Yeah,
been
'cause I
British
remember
actors.
the Jamaican influencers. So I tell them every time to enough of these things. It highlight a lot of deeper issues to for like England itself wouldn't be a country. It wouldn't exist. It wouldn't have a power without a country like Jamaica. Windrush, the whole Windrush generation show you that fire. Jamaicans build England to the depth and to the core that it even baking in a them lingo. Fire like if you listen to every British people speak for the most part, fire. Listen how them always have to chip in the patois and it's just a natural way how them even talk. So just Jamaica is just a core of all of these things. So right overall, as I say, the overarching picture when me I say fire for this generation really instill, as what I say, instill Bob Marley in them thought, instill and show them what it is to be a full revolutionary too. And then behind that now, again, there I say to them, I just want to reinforce the whole thing to a reggae, a reggae as a genre fire. People doing reggae can overstand say you can be a true person who fulfill the reggae works. Cause a lot of artists say them want for do it's tell me directly say them want for the reggae panel levels, but them feel like them need to be more pop or them need to have more things wider than that because them don't want to be limited to a genre. See, the Tough Gang was always a reggae artist from start to finish and see him have success all around to see me. So it shows you can maintain and be yourself for that, which is the core concept where me I take from it.
Be yourself. use the gang of finding yourself and being yourself, right? It's one thing I wanted to say. I think that's it, Farai. But we give thanks for everyone tuned in, and I guess listeners will be waiting patiently, just like us, for the movie to come out. And when it does come out, don't pirate the thing. Oh, I want to say this too, man. Respect to the Marley family because they get enough fire, enough burning, and I'm not saying I fully agree with a lot of the things they do business wise, but I do respect that they made sure that the movie was done properly. It's not no chaka chaka thing. It's a proper production, and it's not no. I'm just glad it's not no low budget film fire. And that thing look on the heights, tell you the truth. And they got a top actor in there too, and it seemed like the man really captured the essence of the gang. So didn't see the movie yet. I'm pretty sure it'll be real good. But respect to them for making sure the movie was done properly, and it's a high quality production. And they didn't cut no corners. It seemed like they didn't cut no corners, and I'm pretty sure after we watch it, we could confidently say they never cut no corners. And when because this is history, this is there forever, far. You get what I'm saying? So it kind of look on the heights. So respect to them for that, for making sure it's a standard there. So that's the vibe. So we give thanks for everyone. Great news. We are working on our studio for Ballhead and the Dread. So I think we have about 3 or 4 more episodes on Zoom. And hopefully in a month's time, we'll have a new look where me and Farai will be together in person, reasoning. So we really give thanks for that. We give thanks for everybody been listening from those times to now. And we give thanks for the new chapter and Ballhead and the Dread. So definitely look out for that documentary there on marijuana in the description, courtesy of Autarchii. Definitely want to check it out. Very informative. Also, if you have free time, make sure you visit ineverknewtv.com. So many guests coming up. I don't know who to say. You better tune in, that is. And also, if you want to hear some sweet roots rock reggae music, we are playing I Never Knew Radio every Sunday, 9 to 11 a.m. on WLOI.org.